Hello, how you doing, my kings and queens? I'm your host, King. I'm talking about class management. As some people say, if you can't manage a class, then teaching it will be very difficult. Doesn't matter if you have the best lesson plan in the world, but if you can't manage a class or even a couple of difficult students, then it could be very difficult to teach them. So what I recommend that you do is, if the class start out loud, you could let them walk out the class. If they say they're not doing that, the students who talk back and say they're not doing that, please don't be afraid of taking away points. I know it's as if you're singling them out, but you want to establish respect. Even if you know those rough students or difficult students not respecting you, you gotta make them respect you. Don't always lean on the disciplinarian or the dean to do your dirty work. I know it's as if as it's it's as if I'm saying, what, the kids are dirty? No, just to depend on the dean to discipline your kids. I know it can be tough when you discipline certain type of kids that always have something to say or always talk back, or always say they don't care. And that's another thing too. If they say they don't care, you can say, "Oh, so I'm in trouble because you don't care." Or even though you say you don't care, you still gotta listen. That doesn't mean that you do what you want to do. That doesn't mean that you have your cake and eat it too. You tell them to. Don't be phased by the students saying they don't care. The students say that they don't care. They like to change the dynamic of the classroom. When they see that they can't get to you with their I don't care, that's when they might eventually respect you. So once again, if they say they don't care, look at the students say they don't care as uh, them countering your offer. You have a good offer, your lesson plan. But the kids say that I don't care about your lesson plan. I don't care if this is the best lesson plan since sliced bread. We're gonna do what we want to do. But don't take any smack. Don't take any smack from them say they don't care. So you be on your P's and Q's. It's similar to you being a millionaire and this kid say, I don't care. You being a billionaire. This kid say, I don't care. It's as when you get be affected by them saying you don't care, it's as if you're giving them all your power. You might as well give them your money, your millions of billions of dollars if you're a millionaire or billionaire. Not saying to do it, but I'm just using it as an analogy, as a figure of speech. I don't want you to sue me and say, oh, he said for us to give the kids million or $1 billion for them to care. I didn't say that, but I'm just saying this is important because it could be fifth graders or eighth graders say they don't care. So you stop teaching because they don't care. No, the show must go on. You say just because you don't care, you're still gonna listen to what you're supposed to do, not what you want to do. You keep on saying that and standing by that, then I have no choice but to listen to you. But you can't let us see when you be affected by them saying they don't care. It's as if you're fearing them. They'll surely fear with those tough and difficult kids who always give you a hard time and run for your money. So a couple class management strategies you can do. Oh, another thing too is if the difficult kids is giving you a tough time, you can either get an option. You can say, you either get with me, are you gonna get with me, or are you gonna listen to me? Or let me rephrase it. Are you gonna get me, or you gonna listen to me? Keep it that simple. Keep on saying that too, and they have no choice but to listen to you because you're breaking it down in different ways. You let your light shine. In spite of the kids give you a tough time, you're not letting them steal your joy. You're not letting them dim your light or your brightness. You are continue to do what you need to do. You continue to be yourself, even though difficult students is trying to draw you off guard. Now, if it's size of math class, that's a tough class. And see, it's a mind game too. You know the stuff, but the difficult kids might think that you don't know what you're talking about. So they might think that they're even smarter than you. Even though the kids are smart, they're very smart, very intelligent, but you are still the adult. That means that you have more power, and that means you are a genius, and you are in some ways, not in most ways, smarter than them. But don't let them think that they're smarter than you. Even if they make a little comment by saying, I am, if they make a comment where they think that they're smarter, you say, I am smart, and so are you. And keep it moving. If they say, well, what let's go slow, Poco, were you slow? You say, I'm smart, and so are you. And if they say, then act like he said, I might be slow in movement, but I'm smart. And picking up the phone number and writing you up if you keep on going back and forth with me. Sometimes you have to get the kids a little dose of that medicine from time to time. Once again, if the kids try to act tough, try to intimidate you, you say you want to get get me or you want to listen to me. You want to get me or you want to listen to me. Another thing you could do with the kids, remember, because with science or math, they think that just because it's hard, they'll make it extra harder for everybody else to make it hard for you to teach. They'll make it think that you don't know what you're talking about. They may ask questions. They may, um, what is it, gaslight everything. I said, what are you talking about? What do you mean by that? See, besides, it's a common sense. You gotta use common sense and analytics. You gotta break it down from rocket science to layman's terms. See, so that's the interesting thing about science and math, especially science. So you can apply common sense where it seemed um, abstract, but then you made it concrete. You made it crystal clear. You made it transparent. See, that's the interesting thing about science when you apply a scientific method, or when you are talking about burning yard waste. The student may say, "Oh, what?" So you ask them, "What is yard waste?" Give them some key words. Then you break it down. Yard waste is trash, it's garbage, it's junk, unnecessary things, unneeded things, rubbish. And that way, the students can now formulate their own scientific method or their own science senses about solving a problem, about whether they want to burn yard waste or not burn yard waste. And then you can make it creative too by letting them become superheroes. They can pretend that they're Superman and decide if they want to burn the yard waste or not burn the yard waste. They can pretend that they're the president. They can pretend that they're the school principal. They can pretend that they are the CEO. They have to burn yard waste or not burn yard waste at a football stadium or a baseball stadium. So you can make it as creative as you want with a science. So don't let the kids think that you don't know what you're saying, even if you stutter or stumble, especially if you're upset. Don't let them uh, because then they'll find a soft spot and they're gonna press that soft spot so you can snap and lose your mind, and they try to get the teachers out there, those difficult kids. Not all the difficult kids, but most difficult kids. They think that because you might be intimidated by well, you're not intimidated by the where you don't have control over the class or control over them, that they can kick you out of school. They'll let them kick you out the school or let you get out of another class. They'll let them determine um, your future or your destiny or your faith, because you have bills to pay, you have food to eat. Don't let them dictate your mind. Don't let them be your secretary. Don't let them be your human resource person. Where they say, "Oh, this teacher is not making it in this class, so we gotta get him out of here by getting them as much of a hard time as possible by letting him be off his game." But getting back to what I was saying, to keep the kids quiet, you can say, are you smarter than the teacher? Show me. Don't tell me, show me. Show me by sitting down fast. Let's do a sit down race. Let's do a listening race. Let's do a quiet down race. You want to get 100? Let's see the whole class get 100. Who could be my 10? Who could be my 20? Who could be my 30? Who could be my 40? My 50? Then you count down to 10. I mean, count up to 100, excuse me. Then you can get the kids' numbers. Maybe you can get the kids um, a $5 bill, $10 bill, till they get to 100. Or you can get the kids multiple Benjamin Franklin bills. But you tell them that you need 100% class participation, especially if you're doing a movie, especially if you're giving them their test scores, but they're being noisy, they're being rude, they're being disrespectful. Tell them that you can't go on to the next stage until you have 100% compliance from them. Because the fifth graders, the eighth graders, they're smart. They know who to get away with and who they know who not to mess with. So don't let them mess with you, but then they listen to certain adults. Don't let them bring you down to their level. You're not their level. You're not their equal. You're over them. You're 4 or 5 notches over them, actually. Don't let them think that, because if you bring them on their level, they'll think that they're over you, and they think that they're smarter than you and better than you. It's not about you being better than them, but you work hard. For example, you can have a PhD. I don't care. It's as if you're giving them your PhD, your master's, or your bachelor's, which you work hard on. So they'll let the kids I don't care dictate your education, your teaching, your lesson plan, your life, your sleep, your eats, anything. They'll let it dictate your life because they don't care. They testing you. They're countering, similar to Shark Tank, when the sharks give an offer, and if the contestants counter, the sharks will still run their business. So you have a business. Your business is teaching. Their business is to have fun and kind of. The kids' business is to have fun and be kids and be babies, but you don't always have to tolerate them doing what they want to do. Sometimes if they earn it, but not all the time. They can do it during recess, uh, during field trips, during holidays, uh, during parties, but not all the time. Not every single subject. Don't let them take advantage. Then you can do the volume countdown catch. That's creative. That could work, but you gotta be consistent with it. Who can help me with volume countdown? Who wanna play volume countdown catch? Who could catch this five? Who could catch this four? Who could catch this three? Who could catch this two? Who could catch this one? Who could catch this zero? After you catch it, that means you gotta be quiet for a minute before we get up out of here. And I think if you use a timer too, that could be your best friend when you know how to use it right. If it's time to eat, if it's time for gym, if the kids is making noise and they're not listening, they're not respecting you, then they don't miss gym, but they be late for gym, they be late for recess or occasionally lunchtime if they want to show off and give you a hard time and make everything unpleasant. But keep it professional, even if it's making it difficult or unpleasant for you. You still have a job to do, which is to teach the kids to the best of your abilities. You could tell them that the kids who gave you a difficult time, that you'll take poison, you'll phone their parents. Simple as that. Another thing you can do too is if the kids like to curse or use profanity, you could put a no profanity zone on the wall where they substitute words, where they substitute the B word, where they could use beach or peach or a Ninja Turtle or a nickel or snicker or fudge sundae or banana split. You have those fun words that they can use. You say use a fun word instead of those hardcore words. And if you have to get radical, you can say, do your dance, do your dance, do your dance. Hey, you funny. You your daddy child. Or you can say, clap your hands, clap your hands, clap your hands. Hey, you funny. You're your daddy's child. Don't let them say the you word. So once again, you put the no curse zone or fun word zone where the kids use nothing but fun word zone in the classroom. You have it on a poster, make a poster board where you put the money, where you say this is $100 word zone only. You're not accepted $10, $20 words. We're not using $10, $20 words. We're using $100 words or even $1,000,000 words. Make it creative. You say we're using $1,000,000. We're not using those cheap words anymore. And if you do use a cheap word, when I tell you not to, then you will be written up and your parents will be notified. And don't be phased if they say they don't care. Don't let them act as if they're more grown than you. Don't let them act as if they are 40 and you're in mid your mid 30s. I think I said everything I need to say. Thanks for listening. Please have a blessed day. See you later. Stay blessed. You got this. I will talk to you later. God bless.